Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 45 of the Boonie Breakdown Podcast. The podcast where we sometimes cry, we always laugh, we might get a bit ratchet, but we are forever going to break it down. Welcome to season 3, guys! Yay! As promised, the guest for the season opener is Brian. You know, I'm just so excited to be back. It felt like a month, but it was really only 1 month where we were on hiatus. January was so fucking long. Like, I'm just so happy that it's over. It's February 5th. It's Monday. You now get your weekly dosage of Boonie on a more consistent basis. So yes, I'm excited. This episode is funny. It's ratchet as promised. And so Brian and I answer 3 Valentine's Day listener questions. Many of you sent them in. It was a bit redundant in some of the asks. So we only did 3. And hopefully, if your question lined up with one of the questions that we answered on the podcast, then hopefully you get the answer. We also chat about sex dolls for men. And you need to keep listening to find out if Brian would actually fuck a sex doll, okay? And Brian was kind of helping you guys out, and he laid on major pressure for me to get the Boonie Breakdown live, like in motion. And so just stay tuned for a fun ratchet conversation. And now it is time for Boonie's pick of the week. And this week, it was something that was kind of inspiring to me as I move into this. Well, I guess I've been doing the podcasting thing for like almost a year. But as I'm watching it grow and trying to figure out where I want to take this, what are my ultimate goals with this, I watched the Two Dope Queens HBO special. And if you are not familiar, it is Jessica and Phoebe. They have a podcast, a huge podcast, Two Dope Queens. And Phoebe actually has her own podcast, So Many White Guys. And they turned their podcast into a 4-part HBO special. And it came on this past Friday at 11:30, and it comes on every Friday for the rest of the month at the same time at 11:30 p.m. So I say check your DVRs, but like, yeah, you know, schedule your DVR if you're going to be out or if you're going to be washed like me and sleep. I did check out the beginning, but then I fell asleep and I just, you know, I watched some of it the next day. But it was really great. And it's just really inspiring to see 2 people who started in the same capacity. And even though they have different careers, you know, but it's really cool to watch how they've grown their podcast into an HBO special. So check it out. You can also check out their podcast. It's pretty funny. I don't listen to it every week, but I do check in, and I also like Phoebe's her solo podcast. So that is my pick of the week. Housekeeping. So I've heard, you know, at the end of last season, I kind of asked for all the people who listen to the podcast on SoundCloud to vote to save it, because I was thinking about getting rid of it, but you guys have spoken. So what is that? SoundCloud is staying as an option for you to listen to the Boonie Breakdown podcast. So yay. So if you subscribe there and that's how you listen, awesome sauce. You can keep doing that. It'll be around. You also will want to follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to give you guys, you know, a little heads up. I put it out in the newsletter this weekend, like follow me. I have some really good giveaways coming up. And so you already get a head start. Like if you just go ahead and hit the follow button at the Boonie Breakdown, right? You've one step in. Like that's one less thing you got to do to win some of these awesome giveaways. But we will have some giveaways coming up in the coming weeks on Instagram. So that's bomb. You guys know you can also follow me on Facebook, The Boonie Breakdown. You can follow on Twitter, Boonie Breakdown, and keep using the hashtag, The Boonie Breakdown, and the hashtag #PodN. Use them both. Like I always say, they serve 2 different purposes. And I just want to say, thank you guys for all the funny messages and the funny comments you left on the Instagram post about the trailer for season 3, the episode I told the story of the bird, that bitch dead. It is ridiculous. If you have not heard that story yet, go listen to episode 44. It's really short. It's only like 20 minutes long. I tell this funny story in the trailer for season 3, and then head over to my Instagram and look at like a portion of the video as proof if you do not believe my story. So that is it for me, guys. And let's get ready to break it down. All right, guys, it's your girl Boonie. I've already started with this fool before we hit record, and Brian's here. Hey, Brian.
Whoa, what's good?
I'm also gonna like do a disclaimer. He's kind of in, I don't know what kind of mood. It's a weird mood. So these reader questions.
I'm in a good mood. All of that's behind me. Let's go.
I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just going to say that if he's a little extra harsh in his responses.
Look, I just don't have time for foolishness right now. Let's just say that, for lack of a better word, I'm going to say foolishness instead of saying a curse word. I'm trying to work on my cursing. So let's just say I'm not for some of the shit that y'all have sent in for questions, but we're going to find out real quick.
So we are. So just to do a backdrop, we closed out season 2 with our Happy Merry Ratchet Holidays episode, and we kind of did like do's and don'ts for Christmas gifts. And so our first question is kind of a play off of that. And so I'm just going to get right into it because I feel like we might need some time with 2 of these. Hey, Boonie, and well, Brian, too. I listened to your Happy Merry Ratchet Holidays episode, and you two are really funny. Love the chemistry. Anyway, I have a question.
Chemistry.
By the time you guys get
Go ahead.
By the time you guys get around to this, I would have been dating this guy for 3.5 months, so 3.5 months.
She's reaching already because she's 0.5 months.
She had to add that 0.5.
I'm trying to count every day.
What should I get him for Valentine's Day, if anything? I am expecting something from him, but I don't want to be played if I get him something and he doesn't get me something. Do you think he's going to get me something? Help, guys. Your favorite listener, Kenya.
Okay.
So we both picked up on that 0.5.
Let's say this, okay? 3.5 months. That means she started when? Come on, quick math. November? Okay. So y'all started dating in November. Did he get you a Christmas gift? That's my first question. Did he get you a Christmas gift? If he got you a Christmas gift, yeah, you should be expecting a Valentine's Day gift. But if he ain't get you shit for Christmas, chances are he ain't getting you shit for Valentine's Day. And the whole point is, if you want to get him a gift, get him a gift. I mean, you sound like you're really into this guy. I hope he's as into you as you are. He's probably not running around telling people he's 3.5 months in, but I mean, you got to do what works for you, baby. I mean, sometimes it takes us guys to catch up a little longer, whereas we catch on to how much you like us. And then it was like one day we wake up like, damn, she really liked me. Like, okay, cool. I like her too. So maybe he'll get you a gift. I don't know. But I just think Valentine's Day is a holiday where you shouldn't expect a gift. You should more expect like a nice outing, a nice dinner, a nice time.
Yeah.
So
I think I might actually agree with you on that. Like, I'm not big on Valentine's Day because my birthday and Christmas, which I care more about, were just happened. So Valentine's Day, it's like we could do dinner or something fun, like spend time together, but I don't necessarily need some extravagant gift. Now, the question I'm saying is like, are you dating this guy or is this guy your boyfriend? Because I think that's the difference too.
Well, if he's a boyfriend,
it's your boyfriend.
If he's a boyfriend, then she should expect something. I mean,
yes, yeah, that's gonna be my thing. If it's your boyfriend, yes, you should get something.
Yeah, and then the other thing is too, like, this is my advice to you: set the expectation up front. If you want a date or a gift, you should at least talk to him about it. Like, hey, what are your plans for next week? What are your plans for Valentine's Day? Are you planning on seeing me? He might have a pickup basketball game with his homeboys purposely planned so that he don't have to do shit. So what she should do is set the expectation. And if he said, no, I don't have any plans, I want to spend time with you, then, he likes you too. But you should say, oh, let's just go to dinner. You pick the place, you set the reservation or whatever. It doesn't matter. I just want to spend time with you. Now, his gift can be you in a nice little red Frederick's of Hollywood outfit with the little Felicia collar. It's a leash that you can order. And when you get back to the house, you put your Felicia collar on with the little leather handle, and you just let him take control. It might be that night, shit. By the time he get to Valentine's Day, he at 4.1. So that could be your gift to him. Just having on something sexy. I'm pretty sure, you 3.5 months in, he probably ain't seen your bonnet yet. Keep it sexy, baby. Like, go to Frederick's, get on there, order. Let me see if I got a code.
Oh my God, I hate you so much. But
I thought I had a code.
Probably do.
A discount code to give her. But yeah, like, come on, babe. Don't stress out. But what y'all women have to start doing is setting the expectation. Have the conversation. Because if you don't have a conversation, you're going to be pissed come February 15th, and you're going to be back on the chopping block because you're mad
that sounded
you
advice,
waited
though. Like, just ask him.
Yeah. Yeah, just are we doing this? Like, what is he going to do? Like,
and I might have said that in that last episode we did together. Like, it was a situation too. Like, I was just like, are we gonna do this or not? Like, I didn't want the same thing. Like, I didn't want me looking raggedy where he got me something. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. And then I didn't want to be out there like, oh, I got you something. He didn't get me nothing. But we just asked and we were like, oh, nah, we both good. And that was that. So.
Right. And that's the whole thing. Like, you gotta ask people, like, what are their intentions? If he say, yo, we just kicking it, yo, we cool, you got the option to keep going or not. If you want it to be a relationship and he not with that, you know what it is. Don't waste your time. Keep pushing. But don't be mad when you find out 3 months later you never set the expectation and you mad because you think he was stringing you along. Like, no, you never asked what was going on.
That's fair enough.
Next question. I'm off that. Good luck, Kenya.
But Kenya, you gotta let us know too, because like this is gonna air on the 5th, so that gives you like 11 days to figure out your plan. And so I would want to know, like, did you guys decide it? Did you not? And yeah, let us know. So the second question, I think, I might skip. No, I'm gonna do this one. Okay. So, hey, Boonie, love you in the show, and I hope my question makes it to the episode with Brian. I am on a tight budget. 2018, I'm trying to become debt-free, and I have really reined in my spending. I just got a new boyfriend, and and in my debt-free budget plan, I didn't account for dating or boyfriend gifts this year. Do you think I can make it without buying him gifts this year? And also, would sex be a suitable gift for Valentine's Day? It would be our first time having sex together as a couple. Help me out. Signed, broke but don't want to be dickless in Columbus.
Hold up. I got so many questions.
First of all, I loved how she signed it. Like, look, I'm broke.
Yeah. But so
I still want this dick.
I'm all for you saving money. I'm all for you like being focused with a plan. Once again, same advice, set the expectation. Look, dude, I'm trying to pay these bills off. I have no problem with spoiling you, with cooking for you, doing little stuff for you. But right now, it's just not in the cards for me to be out here buying you, shit, from whatever he likes. I don't know. I don't know. He lives in Columbus. You probably don't live in Columbus. It's your first time having sex with him. So I don't know. He probably, whatever. Yeah, sex is a damn good, suitable gift if that's your first time having sex with him. Because I hope it's good. It might not be good. You might be saving more money than you thought because you might get all the way to Columbus and this shit is whack. And
well, my thing is this too, like, I don't even know, like, Valentine's Day, it has added pressure. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I would want my first time having sex with somebody being on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because what if he's like a Tasmanian devil type dude? Like, he just want to get in and just beat it up. Like, it's Valentine's Day. You probably want him to go slow and take his time and, kiss you slow and use his hips a little bit more. and you're gonna get fucked. And he might be like, he might be on something like, this is my first time, so I gotta lay this shit down. So he might be trying to like fuck for keeps, and you want to get made love to. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's like an interesting dynamic to have on your first time to do it on Valentine's Day. But it could be very romantic if you know that's the kind of guy he is and he could appreciate it.
Yeah, like I mean, it'd be
But I
dope. It'd be
personally
dope if
think
he
if
got
you
like
took
some candles and some, some candles lit, and some roses for you, and cook for you, and put the little Jodeci versus Drew Hill playlist on or some shit like that. Go on Mixcloud and get like some shit like that. A nice little mix to put on, and he just
you had this planned down, huh?
What?
I said you have this planned all down,
No,
huh?
I'm just going off the top of my head. This shit that I mean, it don't take much for me to think of stuff like this. It's easy. That's easy work. But some of these guys, it just don't come easy to. So I'm trying to give as many pointers as I can, and I hope that they're listening. It costs you nothing to go get like to the dollar store, get some teacup candles, light a few of them across the floor, across the house, have it looking like some wild shit about to go down, and you give it that same dick you've been giving all year.
That's what. And see, my thing is, I'm going to take Valentine's Day out of this, and it make the question is sex a suitable gift? And I'm going to say no, unless it's like something like a threesome. Like you arrange this bomb ass threesome or something. Then I think you might be able to get by with giving sex as a gift. But on some regular day, like you said, I'm just getting the same dick I had yesterday. So why the fuck is it a gift today?
And then the thing is too, they've never had sex, so it's a gift this time.
Yeah, just this one time. So your other part was, can you make it the whole year without buying this nigga a gift?
I mean,
and just giving him sex? No.
If he has a beard, I would say, you could go on Creative Culture Lifestyle. They got good beard products, and you can get him like a beard butter subscription. And, once a month for $10, he's going to get his beard butter. You add
But she says she broke.
Yeah, but she can spare $10. Damn.
Maybe she can.
Well, she might need to get,
we don't know her situation.
Get a part-time job or something.
Damn. But yeah, I don't think you can make it a whole year without doing some type of treat. Maybe, okay, you can't budget it in the first quarter, but maybe by, April, you've saved at least something to take the fool to the movies or something.
You got like a yearly
you just can't go a whole year without doing
She got
anything.
a yearly budget already made out. She's sick. Like, I don't even know if I want to date somebody with a yearly budget.
Why?
That's too strict.
It's so responsible.
It's too strict.
That's a woman with a plan.
I got a plan.
She's like, this debt
I got a plan
go.
to be debt free this year too. Guess what?
You don't got no fucking budget.
I ain't got shit.
So you're not going to be debt free.
All I'm thinking is like, you know what? The next time I get this bonus at work, I'm gonna pay that off. The next time I get that next bonus, I'm gonna pay that off. You know what? When I go to Vegas this week, I'm gonna try $1,000. I'm gonna put $500 on this credit card. That's how my budget is.
Well, maybe she doesn't have the means or the pay structure to get bonuses. Now, when I used to do sales and would get little commissions and stuff, then yeah.
That's why I said she need to go ahead and start Ubering or Lyfting or something like that.
Damn, she got to get that Uber for the dick.
Need to get that Uber going. But I mean, most men don't require a lot of gifts. I mean,
you don't, but the gifts that you get a man are expensive. Like,
well, no, they're not.
Yeah,
no, they're not.
They can be.
That's not true.
They can
That's
be.
That's not true. No.
A pair of Jordans is well over $200.
Who the fuck is still wearing Jordans in their 30s? Like,
don't do that. People still wear Jordans.
Dudes wearing Jordans, but at the same time, like if you're a sneakerhead, you damn sure don't need your lady to buy them for you. That's something that you already have budgeted because that's what you do.
But maybe you want it to be cool and like get them for him. I don't know, but a lot of shit y'all do.
We don't need shit like that. See, that's the problem where y'all go wrong. We don't need that. You know what I need? I need for you to come over to my fucking apartment and fold all my clothes.
The fuck I know, mate. You can budget for that.
Look, I'm saying if you don't have money, cater to me in a different way. I would rather you cater to me than buy me gifts.
Ooh, that's a fine line for me.
No. I can buy. Look, I got my own job and I got my own style. I probably don't even want that corny ass sweater that you're going to buy me. So don't get it. So the point I'm saying is, cater to me like, oh, babe, what are you doing? Okay, you just came from the gym. Hey, I cooked dinner and tonight I'm going to give you a massage. I got some oil. I'm going to put some music on, put a candle on, and I'm going to massage your whole back, your quads, down to your calves. Then I'm going to turn you over and I'm going to give you this mouth. That's the type of catering that I need. I don't need you buying me no whole bunch of shit I can buy myself. Because if you buy me a bunch of shit and then you lazy and you don't want to fold my clothes or you don't want to clean up around my house or you don't want to cook, I'm going to get rid of you either way.
Well, what if she don't do that in her house? So why would she do that in yours? I'm just saying, like, what if at home she has a maid service and she sends her laundry out because she rather pay for it than to invest the time in it? So that's not even what she does for herself. So why would the expectation be there for it to be done for you?
That was a good one.
I'm just saying because I know people who do that. Like, I don't have the time to put to this, so I'll pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, but
the time. So what if she just like had her maid come over to your house? Would that still be appreciated? It's not her actually doing the cleaning.
That would be the shit. Like,
but then you can't fuck her maid.
No, it just like wants some like I'm sending my maid over. We're gonna go to brunch or something like that. While the maid is here cleaning up.
That's some baller ass shit.
I love that. I love that type of shit. Where's she at though?
I mean, that's baller though. Like, yeah, I already had your laundry sent out.
Yeah, oh man. Woo. Go ahead. Next question.
You got excited over that? You okay, Brian?
I'm good. Next question.
All right. So I don't know if this was really a question. I feel like this one I don't know. It might not upset you as much as I thought. And so it's very short. It's like, Boonie, I love your podcast. I think it's great. This is my first time ever sending in an email to a podcast. Don't judge me for my comment, but I hate Valentine's Day. Like, I really hate it. Any tips for me to make it through this bitch ass holiday? Signed, Sharita, aka I'm not a bitter bitch.
Damn. What the fuck did Valentine's Day do to you?
I don't know.
Look, if you want to make it through Valentine's Day and you don't have somebody, it's the perfect time for you to do something for your kid, do something for someone in your family, a coworker. Like, it's just a day of giving love. It's not necessarily a day where you are saying you want to be with somebody. It's so many different ways. Like, it's just, you so many different ways to show love without saying, I hate this day. Like, it's not a day about hate. Like, get the hate out your heart, baby.
And maybe I would agree with that. Like, I personally am not like, ooh, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't feel any type of way about it. But what I do with it is, like, every Valentine's Day, I send a text out to like people in my tight circle, right? And I'm like, happy Valentine's Day, love. And it's like what I love most about you. And I put blah, 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 blah.
And that's cool. Like, that's cool. But don't be mad because you didn't get a candy gram in 8th grade, 9th grade,
but
10th
I do
grade.
And I know, but I do think it's some people who harbor that like resentment because it is I don't think that was the intent, but I do think it's become an Instagrammable holiday. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at the flowers I got, like you said, the candygram, all that shit. And I remember being in high school and the shit you wanted in high school, the high school I went to, private school, is you wanted the boys a cappella group to come sing to you. Like, you wanted your boyfriend to pay the little $10 and have them interrupt your class and they sing a little song, right? That's when you knew you made it on the social scene at my high school. So I feel like the girls who like that never happened for them, they felt some kind of way at the time. I would hope as an adult you let that go, and that's not the reason why you hate Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it doesn't get any more simple than that. I don't know why you hate it so much, but I hope you can find a little love in your heart to enjoy this day. Specifically because you felt that way, I want you to enjoy your day. And if nobody tells you on Valentine's Day, I'm going to tell you right now, I love you.
Oh, look at Brian being all sweet. So then I had this one.
What's her name? Does she have a name?
She
No
said
name?
Sharita. Are you? Oh, like you should do like a little love sonnet to Sharita real quick.
Sharita, pleased to meet you. Happy Valentine's Day from the Boonie Breakdown and Brian. And we hope you have a great day. We love you. If nobody else loves you, if nobody in life has ever loved you, we love you.
So sweet. I had another question. It was just specifically to you. They didn't even give a fuck about me. It said, Brian, what was your favorite Valentine's Day memory?
Sheesh. Damn. That's a good one. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person. I actually always downplayed the holiday in relationships that I was in because it was like, you just spent money for Christmas. I'm not a big holiday person, period. Like you're just spending a whole bunch of money to be spending it. So I don't really have a favorite memory or a favorite day. But to me, it's like you said, if you're not in a relationship, it gets sticky because people be wondering, like, is he going to spend time with me? Is he going to call? Or are we going to go out? But if you in a relationship, it's just another day. I mean, yeah, it's a nice time to go out to dinner. For me, I always try to make Valentine's Day about my girls. So I always try to get them like some type of flowers, or like I got 3 daughters. So I try to get them flowers or some candy or some type of cards. It's about them. It's about making them feel loved so that they don't grow up and be like Sharita. Like you don't want them growing up hating the holiday or feeling less than because some nappy head, little dirty boy didn't get him a candy gram with his $1.50. So, it's just one of those things for me where like at this point in my life, like it's about my daughters and my girls, making sure they're happy. And I don't worry about Valentine's Day.
Dang, I'm really shocked you don't have a favorite one.
I mean, my thing is like Valentine's Day is cool, but like, I mean, it's during the week. I mean, might get up and do something on the weekend or something like that. But it's not like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. We got to do this. Like, I still got to get up and go to work. I still got to take care of these kids. So,
yeah, it's definitely a Wednesday. The only thing I'm not looking forward to it is that it's going to like straddle 2 weekends since it's a Wednesday. People are going to celebrate it 2 weekends in a row.
But you know what? So, that's good, though, because if you're a single man and you listening, you can get by. Listen, think about this. You can do something on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Then you come back, skip the 14th, and then you got the whole next weekend. So when you take a chick out, when we talk about setting the expectation, just like, hey, I'm busy on the 14th. I'm actually, that's the night where I'm going to lift because there's a lot of couples that's going out. I'm going to go out and do some Ubering, makes a little extra money, get low, get lost. So what you do is maybe that Friday night, you do something on the 9th. Then on the 10th, you hook up with another babe. And then on that Sunday, you hook up. But when you're hooking up with them, make sure you tell them, this is your Valentine's. Like, this is your Valentine's Day. And then when the weekend comes, any chicks that may have gotten left out, you hang out with them over the weekend. Or it might be a chick that you've been checking for whose boyfriend has failed her. And now he's on the outs. God. It's time for you to step in. So you got to come with some slick shit like, hey, babe, let's go to brunch. They got a little unlimited mimosas going on at this spot. She might be like, cool, get her drunk. Just listen to her. Let her talk bad about this dude. You just listen. Don't say nothing bad about him. Like, I feel you. That's cool. All right, yeah, bet. That's crazy. Oh, shit. Wow, damn, yo did that. Just do that. Let her drink those mimosas. You'll be beating it up before the Super Bowl comes on. You'll be golden. The Super Bowl this weekend, so they won't even hear the show. But, before afternoon basketball game or something like that come on, you'll have it right where you want it, and she'll be thinking about leaving this dude. But you tell her after you hit it, don't leave him. Like, don't leave him. Like, don't leave him. Don't leave him for me.
Yeah, I don't even have an answer to that because, like I said, I really haven't been into Valentine's Day since like high school. So I think that's the last time I really like did it up. Like I'll buy like nasty cards or something from Etsy or something. But outside of that, I'm good on it. All right. I think
All our
those are all our
questions.
questions. So now we're going. Yeah, they all mimic the same thing, like those same kind of themes. So we
Okay.
covered them. There's no need for
Yeah, we're not
redundancy.
about that.
But I appreciate all of you sending them in. As always, Brian will be back on here sometime in the season. So if you have a question specifically for Brian, you need to put that in your email. Otherwise, it won't be answered on an episode with Brian. Got it.
And if you ever want to cuss me out or something like that for something I said, just go to my Instagram page at Brian Bingon and just DM.
Oh, you giving out the real one?
Yeah, like just go to my Instagram page and cuss me out in my DM. Like, don't put it on like under one of my pictures because then I'll block you. Just go to my DM.
He told y'all to slide in his DMs.
No, because I believe half your listeners. No, I'm not even gonna say that. But I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, what was you
half your listeners already know me. I mean, I already know most of them anyway. So no slide.
I mean, you might not know the ones in Texas.
I'll be in Houston next month, though.
It's a whole new. See, there you go, Texas listeners.
No, but I'll be
Go ahead and slide in Brian's DM.
No, I'll be in Houston next month. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time.
I've never been to Houston, actually.
Houston is the shit. Like, Houston is probably top 3 favorite city in this country.
Really?
Yes. Houston is really a good time because when you think about like partying and African Americans and places like, I'm not talking like your New York scene where it's like a big melting pot and stuff always going on, but you go down south, you're in Atlanta, you see a lot of chicks with big butts, nice bodies, pretty girls. That's the same thing in Houston, minus the homosexuals. I don't have anything against homosexuals, but I just don't want to be in a city where there's a lot of homosexual men hanging out in the places that I'm in. So if you go to Houston, it's like you're in Atlanta, but you're not around a lot of homosexuals.
Gotcha.
So the clubs are good. Strip clubs are decent. It's just a lot of beautiful women in Houston. Like, it's a good city. And it's like Atlanta where a lot of people have come there to live there. They're not from there. You get a lot of people who are from there. But, I mean, it's like, that good down south. You get that down south. What's the word I'm looking for? Hospitality. Yeah, where people are like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Everything's not like what y'all call it, the resting bitch face. Like, everybody's not unapproachable, like the Baltimore resting bitch face where bitches go out to meet somebody, but they stand there the whole night with their face turned up. Not that shit. So it's cool. Like, it's a good time. I had a good time when I went to Houston.
That's such a stereotype. I haven't been to Houston, but I've been to Dallas. I like Dallas. So.
Dallas was cool. I went to Dallas before I went to Houston, and Houston blew Dallas out the water.
Okay. Well, I meant to get to Houston.
Yeah.
So you mentioned strip clubs, and I was having this conversation with someone. Is going on a date with a guy, like we're assuming a well, it could be a homosexual couple too, but I always like to preface, like, I speak for heterosexual couples. So for a heterosexual couple, is going to a strip club a suitable date? And if so, like, what date? Like, do you have to be like boyfriend and girlfriend, you think it's appropriate? Or would that be like a cool date? Like, we're just dating. We don't even know if we're going to become anything.
So I've always just felt like going to the strip club shouldn't be a planned date. It should be, if you're out and you're just having fun and you're drinking and you want to get some more drinks, let's go to the strip club. Like, cool. I mean, but everybody's not cool with the strip club. Like, some women are like anti-strip club. Like, that's disgusting. It's gross. But if the chick cool with it, like, she'll go and see that you're just chilling anyway. Like, for me, I'll go to a strip club to sit at the bar, have a drink, and, when the girls come around, I'm giving them $1, but I'm not like trying to purposely like put it right in the lower part of her ass crack. Like, I'm just putting it right on her waist. Like,
these guys are so creepy.
It's nothing. I mean, but if you with a chick and she feeling you and you feeling her a little bit, it's appropriate for you to pull her on your lap because y'all at the strip club and now she's sitting on your lap, kind of giving you a little lap dance action. You got the money in front of you. She giving the girls dollars. It's a good fun time. And then at the end of the day, like she might be a little horny after that. You know what I mean? Like just from being in the strip club, all them pussies out. She might be like, "Damn, I'm horny." Get lucky. It's better to do it early on in the relationship, I think, or before it even's a relationship.
Yeah, I was just having that conversation with somebody, and I was like, I don't know, like the only time I've gone to a strip club with a guy was like one of those situations you just said, like it was late. It's like, oh, we were drunk already. Like, oh, let's go here. And I always don't mind going when you can spend somebody else's money. Like, so go ahead to the ATM. But yeah, I'm like, I didn't think much about that, but I was having that conversation. Yep. And I also think like it depends on the strip club. Because like some of them are like straight up parties.
If you like in Atlanta,
like Blue Flame.
Yeah,
like,
some of these places Lord. Like you go and it's straight up like guys, just as many guys and girls, and everybody just chilling and the music rocking. And if you tip the strippers, you don't. Some places like pressuring you to get a drink, pressuring you to tip. But if you go somewhere to chill, like if you're here and you go to Norma Jean's and you sit around at the bar, as long as you give them $1 when they come around, they cool.
I went to this thing there one time. I think it might have been the last time I went there, so it might have been a while ago. But it was like Norma's versus Stadium versus another strip club.
How was that?
And it was actually quite fucking amazing.
Because I'm pretty sure
like they were
the best of each.
Yeah. They were like literally like competing. It was like, what the fuck? And I remember, I don't even know who this guy was. He probably was a nobody and he was just stunting. And he was like walking around with like bands and like stacks. And like where we were sitting, because it was so packed in there, I actually had to like sit in a chair at the stage. And when he threw his band, it like half of it fell on me. And I sure enough scooped that shit up. But the girls were like,
that's amazing. How I used to be at the 2 o'clock club. So shout out to Jay Claxton. He used to do the 2 o'clock club on Monday nights. And I mean, they had the brooms out. And that was like,
yeah, that's how it was this like, night. They were like clearing trash bags.
People just throwing money in the air. And it wasn't even getting to the stage. It was just throwing money. It was like, who going to throw the most money? Like, it was to the point where I know people was in there fucking up the re-up money, like fucking up all types of shit. Like, I remember literally going to the ATM to get $300 because I was like, look, I fucking work and I'm not going to be in here looking like this broke ass nigga. And all these drug dealers throwing their money around. Like, my 300 is going to be just as good. And I threw that whole 300 and I woke up the next day like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I ain't have shit to
The only time I did that was for a friend's bachelor party.
Yeah, I done that stuff for bachelor parties, but I woke up the next morning like, I ain't got shit to show for that. At least if it's a friend's bachelor party, I know I spent, for my bachelor party, I know I spent an easy $600-700, maybe like $600-700 just giving the strippers for my bachelor party. Like, I literally remember almost all of the guys giving me like 25, 50, 100, 50, 100. Here you go. I mean, I had just lost my job right before we left. And we was in Miami and I had on all white. Like, I had on some white jeans, some white Trues, Gucci belt, some white Gucci sneakers. I was on my shit. Like, I was loving it, just walking around, throwing money. When I walked out of there, my clothes were brown. It was so much fucking makeup on me.
That is so disgusting.
I even had to probably throw those jeans away. They were like some brand new white $300 True Religion jeans that I probably just threw away. And this was 2011. Yeah, 2011. And they had
so the height.
They had so much fucking makeup all over my clothes. I didn't even realize strippers put makeup all over their body. Like, yeah, but I mean, I thought they would like put it on their face, and it's like,
no, they put it all over their body. I do wish some of them would put it a little bit more because the tattoos are just like out of control right now. And I remember it was...
Well, that's how you know a date a stripper or used to be a stripper, because you can tell by her stripper tattoos. So, like, you meet a chick and certain tattoos are just going to let you know she used to strip at one point in time. So,
such as
the little eyes over top of her ass, the butterfly connecting to her ass cheeks. She's got a name somewhere up by the shoulder region, or somewhere visible on her arm. She'll say it's her son. He died. That's a lie.
Oh my God.
It's like tattoos that are just huge, like the whole
They're
side.
huge. Yeah, they
like,
are.
they're not good work. Like if it's a couple tattoos, it's not good work. She probably used to strip, bruh. Don't take it personal. Like, don't sound judgy when you ask her, because she's not gonna be honest. But if you say like, oh, used to strip, that's cool. Like I dated this one chick who used to strip. Like, we went to the strip club. Afterwards, she was like, oh, I used to strip. Like, I'm like, oh, really? She like, yeah. The next night, she came to my house with like a trench coat on and some glass heels and a whole outfit, and did a show like right in my vestibule. Like, can we get out the foyer and get upstairs?
Out the foyer.
At first I said vestibule, but people don't be knowing about that.
They don't know what that is.
That's the little ass area between your door and the
door.
But in my old house, it was.
That's how you know you had old people. You were around old people. That's only people who say.
Yeah, the vestibule. But like, yeah,
my grandmother used to say that.
It was the foyer. I didn't even have another doorway, so it was definitely the foyer. Like, come on, babe. And then it's like, babe, hey, babe, don't scratch my floor up with the fucking sharp ass, clear ass heels. Shake them shits off. Now you fat again, because them heels.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Them heels will lift you up. Them heels will lift you up and give your ass and all that shit a nice little lift. Then when you get flat footed, it's just like everything just fall down. Like,
oh my God.
Cause y'all don't realize that when y'all had those heels on in the club, you banging like, damn, shorty look good as shit. Then by the time I see you walking to your car and you're in some fucking flats, like everything just falling, like your ass just sagging.
Okay, so 1, flats hurt. 2, I don't even know if that makes a difference on me. And 3, heels fucking hurt. Like, I don't understand. Like, let the girl walk to her car in the fucking flats.
If you're going to do it all night. Be a fucking lady. Like, stop being lazy. Cut the lazy shit. Look, if you came out in them fucking heels, keep them on all night. Especially if you got a dude waiting for you. It's nothing worse than seeing your chick coming in after she been out partying and her fucking hair messed up and her makeup already looked like it's about to run off, and she got on this little ass dress with some flats. Like, nah, babe, like, you gonna be sexy all night. You were sexy for them other dudes. Don't come in here looking like what the fuck, and you got your little fucking your little blue case that you wipe your makeup and shit off with, and now you wipe your makeup off and you took your hair and you try and tie it up. I don't want that shit.
Why not?
Nah, give me the shit you gave them when you was in there trying to fucking look cute.
Well, let me sit back down in this bed. I tie these shoes back on, and there you go. Like, I don't think guys really understand like how painful heels can be sometimes. Like, they look amazing. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes,
I mean, I can imagine if you walking around,
literally go like you lose feeling in your toes sometimes.
Yeah, you walking around like with your feet.
And then you're drunk.
With your heel raised up all the whole time. But it does make your legs look great.
It does. But, shit.
Like you flexing.
Yeah, you're flexing, then you're drunk, and you're trying to balance on 4 inches.
Why you gotta be drunk, though? Why you gotta be drunk?
You just said your hair all over your place, your makeup ran, you was drunk.
Because you was partying.
Exactly.
You might have been drunk. But I'm sorry, answer this question for me. Like, this is a question that I've been asking people. At the age of 38, that's my age. You're younger than I am. But at this point in my life, are people still going out, like, at a certain age? Are people still going out to get drunk? Or are they just going out to have drinks?
I think you go out to have drinks, and I think sometimes if it turns out to be really, like, a good time, you just get caught up. Like, I know I personally don't go out with the intention. Well, I'm about to say that, I'm about to lie. I did do that on New Year's Eve. Like, I paid all this money. I'm going to get fucked up, right?
Well, it's New Year's Eve. I mean,
But
that's a day where you can actually just be like, I'm going to get fucked up tonight.
yeah, but in
But I'm saying, like,
general,
on a regular
no,
day,
it's not like, oh, let me go out here and get fucked up, because that shit
I
hurts.
remember those days when I was like, look, it's Friday. I done had a long week. Even if it wasn't even a long week, I'm going to get fucked up anyway just because it's Friday. Like, I'm going to go out here
Yeah.
and I'm going to just get tore down. But it's like, at this age, are people still waking up sick on Saturday, like throwing up? Like, are people
I
still...
would hope not. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna say the last time I got sick from drinking.
Alcohol? Or...
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like vomiting, like drunk, that drunk.
No, but when you said you were drinking, I didn't know what you were talking about drinking. My bad.
Yeah.
Alcohol, right?
I mean, yeah. It's been like years.
I thought you were talking about drinking something else, but that's okay.
No, go ahead and say what you thought.
I thought you was
I don't know why the fuck you trying to censor tonight.
No, I thought you was talking about when you was like, the last time I got sick from drinking, and I was thinking like, oh, she was drinking babies.
That's what I thought you was thinking. Like, don't fucking censor now. Okay, so since you talking about that,
Is your stomach? So look, have you ever had stomach problems from that? Like woke up the next morning and felt like you had some bad milk?
No, because here, that's so disgusting. Because here's the real tea: if it tastes like fucking battery acid, it's getting spit into a napkin. Okay, so
at least dribble it back down. Don't just spit it out like into a napkin. That's just so untactful. Like, at least,
I mean, that nigga didn't know.
Huh?
I mean, he didn't know.
I'm just saying, like, that's disrespectful to me. If you get up and you go spit in a napkin, like, I at least want you to act like you swallowed it. Like, trick me.
I mean, yeah.
Trick me.
Because here's the thing, depending on where things fall on your tongue, where your taste buds are, things have a different taste, right? So if you're doing some cute shit and it's right at the tip of your tongue, it tastes different than when it's at the back of your mouth on that region of your tongue, right? And so sometimes it's like there and you're like, okay, I meant to make that noise. Like, let me get it back up and hold it in my cheek. Let me hold it into my cheek at appropriate time.
Damn, that was kind of like that was a nice... Do that again?
No. But it was like, let me hold it there until I can dispose of it in a discreet way without bruising an ego. But then I'm going to talk to your ass, because that's some nasty shit. Like, what the fuck are you eating? Why does this taste like this? Why is it rancid? Like, that's gross. And I've only had that happen one time.
It's funny because all my friends think that you give really good head. What? They've never had it, but they just think that you give good head.
Why?
Because the way you talk about it on your ratchet and stuff like that. When we used to be on Twitter, you would always tweet stuff, and you see you got master's degrees and shit like that. The smarter the girl, usually the more freakier. So I'm pretty sure you've studied, you've gone to classes, stuff like that. You've been to a class before, haven't you?
Yes.
Told you. See? Dudes be thinking like, oh yeah, these little hood freaks is where it's at. No, man, you better get you a dual degree, college graduate, got that master's.
Okay, so I'm gonna pose this because I do like, okay, I started, I met this guy recently, and it came up like, I had mentioned like, I had a blog and a podcast, and like he had asked for the name of it, and I wouldn't give it to him. And I think he kind of got like offended. Like, we don't follow each other on any social media yet. And so I think he got like offended, like I wouldn't give it to him. But I had to say, like, I feel like some people, like you just said, like they listen to these things and they build an expectation or this idea or fantasy or whatever. And I didn't want that taint there yet. So I was like, I'll tell you eventually. Because like listening to that, like I couldn't imagine like somebody that who was literally a stranger that I'm trying to get to know, having this much insight on me, but I don't have that on them, if that makes sense. And so, yeah. So I was saying this to someone else kind of thing. And I'm like, I always get that, whether it's somebody who knew me and then we went on a date or we did whatever, or if it's a stranger, I always get this like, oh my God, you're so disgusting. And I'm like, what does that mean? Because I personally know we have not done anything yet. So where did you get this idea? I don't know what about me gives that off. And so the person I was talking to suggested like, she had heard it on another podcast. I can't remember which one to tell you guys, but she heard another podcast where this sexpert was saying that she encourages people dating to have a conversation about sex, like before they have sex, saying, this is what I like. Like, I like anal. I like my nipples bit. I like XYZ. And then the person tells you the same, and you go through this kind of like
I agree with
verbal
that.
discourse of what you like and don't like. But then you don't have sex that day. Like, you can't have sex that day or the next day. And then maybe like the next or second time y'all meet up after that, then maybe you move forward.
Yeah, I think I like that. I mean, I think you, once again, setting the expectation. If you think it's disgusting to give head and stuff like that, please let me know before I waste my time or my $10 at Starbucks. I don't, I do not have time to play with no kids. So if you think like, oh, don't put your finger in my butt, don't do this, don't do that, I don't even want it. Like, just let me know up front that you're a fucking prude and you're going to waste my time. So with that, I'm cool. And I think it's smart. Like, I think I told you, most dudes don't know how to do it without sounding like a creep or making it seem like they're just trying to have an adult conversation. You got to be savvy with bringing sex up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just,
you do.
Yeah, you can't just do it. Like I said before, you got to be like, oh, use an example of something, or like, oh my God, like I just got an email from Pornhub. This is crazy. I haven't even been on there. Like, and then it might be like a joke. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, what kind of porn do you watch? And she might be like, girl on girl, this and that. Whoa, what do you like about it? Like, oh, I don't like girls. I like the way that they touch each other. It's so soft and sensual. I don't like to be bit or treated rough. Like, I like to be submissive. You're learning that stuff right there. But you don't have to be like, so how you like to fuck? Like, don't have some fucking tact. Have some fucking tact. Half the reason why when women meet certain guys, they really fall for them is because they have the ability to have a conversation and go different angles. Some of you dudes are so fucking lame. That it just makes it so much easier for us real guys, because it's like y'all just be fucking up.
But it is true. Most guys cannot gracefully bring it up. And like, I actually had an opportunity to bring it up, but I'm trying to do shit different, right? And we were talking, and it was like the perfect time. And I was, the joke was there, but I deleted it because we were texting. And I said something about like, we were talking like about my chili. And he was like, oh, you should make me some with the good meat. And I was about to text back like, well, you got to give me good meat to get good meat. And then I realized like, shit, that would have been like the first like sex toned anything since we had started like talking. And I didn't want to be like, I was like, nah, not yet. I'm supposed to be doing shit different. But I thought that was like the perfect like setup. And I walked away from it. I feel like that's growth.
There's a lot of things you got to be tactful. Don't be like, you can't be awkward. Like, you got to know when to pull your dick out, when to like, go for the kill. Like, you can't just
I think too, like,
be savage.
Are you not concerned? This is not at all I wanted to talk about, but are you not concerned with you just saying like know when to pull your dick out? Like with the whole Me Too movement and this conversation around consent.
Oh, fuck that movement. Listen.
No, wait, let me say like the conversation around consent. Do you feel like you've ever been in a position like where you might have like pulled your dick out and the girl, that's not what she wanted?
No, never. My thing is, okay, so like this, I'm gonna give the guy some tips, right? So Y'all been
Oh
talking.
God, let's see.
Listen, y'all been talking. Y'all been, kind of kicking it. She likes you. You like her. You might have kissed her before. Now at this point, she over watching a movie, or you at the car, you kissing her, and you trying to get her in the crib or whatever. As soon as you start kissing her, most likely your dick is going to get hard, right? So at that point, while you're kissing her, you grab her by her hand and you just put her hand on your dick. If she continues to grab at it and feel it, she's feeling for size first and foremost. She's checking you out. She's checking out your girth and your inches. So at that point, you'd be like, still kissing on her and everything like that. Just unzipping your pants and put it in her hand. And then at that point, two things are going to happen. She's either going to fuck you that night, or she's going to suck your dick, or she's going to do something to your dick. If she just basically be like, no, I'm good, fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her for wasting your fucking time.
Oh my God, I hate you. But I will say this. I was listening to I hate you, the Vag Esteem podcast, and this lady on there was kind of talking about a situation like that, like where they were progressing, but she wasn't ready. Or I guess I don't know if she wasn't ready, but something happened and she didn't want to go any further. And she said a statement that I thought was just so smart for guys to follow. It was just like, don't negotiate the no. So if in that situation you doing that and you put she feeling your dick and then she's like no, like don't be like, oh well let me eat it real quick. Like no, try again later.
No,
You know what I mean? Like I feel
like,
like that's where you start to get
at the point where she's like no, you just be like fuck you, and then you never ever like show her no more attention again. You start playing her to the left, and she'll come around because you be like, look, I don't have fucking time to waste. Like we're grown, we done been out twice. I spent $200. Two dates or $200, whichever comes first. That point, you're ready to kiss her. She doesn't want to kiss at that point. She's slow walking you, bro. She's slow walking you. She fucking as many dates as she can get out of you. At some point, even if you don't fuck that night, you gotta pull that dick out on her and let her know what time it is. Now,
do not pull your dick out on a woman, please.
If you're kissing, pull that shit out. When in doubt, whip it out. If you don't, you're going to lose out a lot of times because chicks are waiting for you to make the move. She's not going to just start unzipping in your pants or take her clothes off. She's not going to take the lead. So at some point, that's where you got to get a barometer to see what's going on. So when you put the hand on your joint, that's right there giving you a barometer to know what's going on. If she's squeezing and aggressively feeling at it, you unzipping and unbutton that pants and you whip it out and you let her have it.
No. Like, don't let Brian get y'all fucked up. Like, I feel like you'll know when a girl wants to, like, let me back this up. Have you ever been in a situation? I don't even know why I'm asking you this because I'm pretty sure you're going to say no. Where you felt uncomfortable with a girl advancing on you?
Nah.
I knew you were going to say that. But you've never been like, oh my gosh, she's wild aggressive. Never.
I mean, it's funny when you don't really, like, you're not really expecting that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really expecting that whole thing to go down.
Okay. That's fair enough.
You're not expecting it because sometimes you think like, oh, this chick doesn't seem like she's so quiet or she's so innocent. And the next thing you know, she's just like, just blew your mind. You're like, oh shit. And then sometimes it's the chicks that you think wild and aggressive and they just fucking lazy and weak.
Oh my God. So speaking of lazy and weak, I think this will be our last topic. Then we'll wrap it up. This whole new...
Always wrap it up.
Always, for real. Sex toys for men, right? And so I have an episode coming up. It's actually going to air after this episode, guys, so February 12th, where we kind of go in depth about sex toys. But you guys have seen the craze with these new, like, $2,000 sex dolls for guys. Would you get one, Brian? Or would you
Man,
fuck us? Not even would you get one, but like, would you fuck one?
the issue I have with fucking one is who's going to clean up that mess? Because I'm not pulling out. I'm not fucking pulling out. And if I don't pull out, I don't have a turkey baster to get in there and squeeze all of it back out of there. And then it's going to dry it up. And I don't want my baby to be all dry on the inside. So that's my issue. It's going to be a one-time deal. So with that being a one-time deal, I'm probably going to say no. But y'all been fucking toys for fucking ever. All types of shit. Anal beads up your ass, putting them in your pussy. Fucking, don't get me started on the Hitachi. Don't fucking get me started on that.
But that can be your friend too.
Listen, I'm just
and you
saying,
can use anal beads too.
fuck no. That
You
was so
progressive.
fucking disrespectful right there. When I see you, oh my God, when I see you, I got something for you. I promise you. Please remind me when I see you. I got something. By the way, we have an Mardi Gras party coming up. So if any ladies looking for a cue,
What kind of commercial?
looking for a cue, Mardi Gras party coming up. It's gonna be dope.
Save yourselves.
You come every year. Stop acting like
Yeah.
that. Come on.
I only came out last year. Don't
You
even try to
come.
play
You like
me.
it. You like it.
But I
You
might
love to
be
see the
there.
bruh's neck roll. Cut it out. You love a good neck roll. You're a sucker for a good neck roll. But listen, real talk, like the whole
Look.
sex doll thing. I'm not mad at a guy who does it because y'all been using sex toys forever. All these women are like, "Yeah, fucking pathetic. If you use this shit, nigga, don't talk to me." Bitch, you got like 8 dicks under your bed in a fucking Jordan shoebox. Like you got fucking
So
8 dicks.
if they keep their sex toys under their bed in a shoebox, they might have
purple, blue. You got the little bullet one. You got the little anal popper. You know,
you're well versed. I thought I saw this tweet, right? And it was so funny. I just had to find the screenshot. And it was like, dude's going to come inside that robot sex doll and get electrocuted. And somebody responded to her, tech support is better than child support.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, that motherfucker ain't going to talk back. And for all the lazy shit y'all don't want to do, y'all don't want to fold clothes and all that shit. Guess what? I fold my own clothes and me and my sex dog gonna go right to sleep. When I want to put my arm around her, I ain't got to worry about her getting hot. It's making me sweat. You know, some of y'all like just hot.
You know, I actually don't have a problem with it. Like if a guy fucked one, because like I read it somewhere too, like in Paris, I think it was Paris or maybe Amsterdam, one of those places, they created a sex doll brothel. And I'm like, how fucking smart is that? Like that's smarter than working with real women. But I wouldn't mind if a guy does that because I have my toys I like to use. So, but if I walked into a guy's house and like I opened the closet or something and it was a full on doll, I gotta admit I probably would be creeped out.
And see, at first thought I was on some like, yo, that's some creep shit, da da da. But the more and more I think about it, fuck y'all. I'm gonna have my motherfucker laying in my bed to let you know, guess what? If you ain't with the shits, I got somebody who is. So when I start,
now, would that count as a threesome?
No, because you're not doing nothing with my doll. That's my motherfucking doll. And I don't want you to touch her. All you need to know is when you open that bedroom door and you see her laying there peacefully, you think to yourself like, oh, damn, he don't need me. I want you to remember that. Because when I start kissing you and I put your hand on my joint and I pull it out, I want you to think in the back of your mind, if I don't do this, he got somebody laying in the bed.
Oh my God.
Ready to do it. That's what I want you to be.
You're using this sex doll for fear tactics.
Yep. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that before you be all bougie and fucking counting your fucking Steve Harvey days. Fuck that. Get the fuck out.
Oh my God. And on that note, Brian, as always, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I think this was ridiculous. Would you actually pay $2,000 for a sex doll though?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. I just wanted to make that clear.
Are we done?
Yeah.
What
you got anything else to say?
No.
No?
Like we're done. Or no, we're not done.
No, we're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Well, say
Good
bye
one.
to the people.
Oh, but that's why I said, are we done or no? Because sometimes, we get off and then you want to talk to me for 20 minutes and it's annoying.
Oh, you gonna call me out? All right, as soon as we're done and it downloads, click. Don't text me, don't call me.
Yo, we need to get this live show for the people.
It's coming. I'm actually going to look at a space on Saturday.
All right, because I told you it's a space that's already set up. Cameras, everything. All we got to do is go
Cameras?
There. Yes, we're going live. Like, we're going live. Like, I'm going to be on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, all of that.
Oh, God. All right, well, stay tuned, guys. It's coming.
All right, good night, guys. Talk to you soon. And be sure, send those questions next time.
Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you to the homie Brian for hopping on the podcast this week. I'm excited for season 3 and look forward to next week's episode where we talk all things sex toys. I feel like it's the perfect follow-up to this conversation with Brian. And also, don't forget, if you're in the Baltimore area, grab your tickets to the Perfect Breakdown Candlelight Yoga Wind Down. Yes, it's meant to rhyme. It's happening on February 23rd. Tickets are only $18. The link is in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, or any app that you love listening to your podcast on. Don't forget to leave a review too. You just might hear your review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with people you love, people you don't love, people you fucking hate, okay? Have a dope-ass week. Thank you for listening. Until next time.